watched that movie, I was in primary school, and I just, I don't know, I knew I was meant to be with Mr. Darcy. Like, I just knew. Like, I watched that, and little 12-year-old me was just like, yeah, I'm gonna marry a man like Mr. Darcy. Now, I'm 27, and I don't even want to get married, so. But it's still my favorite movie. It's unfortunate that the men that we see in movies do not exist in real life. Maybe they do. Maybe I've become cynical in my late 20s, but yeah, I'm not that all into marriage anymore. But anyways, there's this one scene in Pride and Prejudice where she's with her aunt and her uncle, Lizzie, right? It's with her aunt and her uncle, and they're under a tree, and she's like eating a fruit and reading a book. Oh, that scene like rocks me to the core every time I see it. Like, it's not even a romantic scene. It's not even a scene that's. It's just beautiful. You know, like, I love nature. I love reading, and I love fruit. Like, obviously, all those three things in one scene. It was beautiful. And just the love story between the two of them, Pride and Prejudice, falling in love. My gosh, Taylor's all this time. I'm joking, that's Beauty and the Beast. But I will always tune in to watch Pride and Prejudice. And I was so angry. Also, one of my favorite books is Pride and Prejudice as well. And I was so angry and annoyed at that Pride and Prejudice and zombie movie that came out. That movie it made me so irate. Like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Have you watched the Indian Pride and Prejudice? I think that one's called Pride and Prejudice. That is such a good movie as well. And then the people went and made one with zombies, and they were like, yeah, this is it. I don't understand why they did that. But maybe some people liked it. I did not like that movie at all. And I felt like it had no rewatch value. But I've seen like on Tumblr and stuff that people actually like them. Very few people like that movie, and I'm just like, are you guys for real? Like, is someone holding a gun to your head? But then again, who am I to judge what other people like? Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that no one else should like it, okay? So, it's just like my absolute favorite. I wanted to say something. Oh, I'm not a Lizzie. I'm really not a Lizzie, despite the fact that I like her character. I'm more of a Jane. I think I see myself as a Jane. People don't really, and yet when you like look at Pride and Prejudice, the Myers-Briggs personality for the characters in Pride and Prejudice, they're like, Jane is an ISFP or ISFJ, whatever. But there's an S in her personality, and I'm like, really? Because I'm not an ISF. I'm an INFP. So if you know Myers-Briggs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm INFP, and I resonate so much with Jane. I feel like her and I are very similar. Unfortunately, forgot her name now. She's from Northanger Abbey. The main character in Northanger Abbey, the girl, obviously. Yeah, I feel like that's my personality. Like, she was unraveling and she was spiraling. And she was like, when she found that cupboard that was locked, and she was like, this cupboard definitely holds secrets. That's me. I jump to conclusions. She jumps to conclusions as well. But she's not as timid as I would say Jane is. So yeah, if they could be a movie with Jane, a mix of Jane, as well as, I don't want to lie and say her name was Catherine. And Catherine is Wuthering Heights. Anyways, the character names are a bit jumbled in my head. But anyways, so if you guys are watching this and I already got like 5 subscribers, so, but if someone is watching this and they're an INFP and you're more well versed in like INFP characters in movies and TV shows, please let me know, because I would absolutely love to watch them. Like, I'm so tired, no offense, but like, I am so tired of watching INFJs. I feel like every character is an INFJ. Yeah, so like, I am so tired of watching INFJs. Every movie with like an introvert or whatever. I don't know why I said whatever, but every movie with an introvert who likes reading, they're an INFJ. And I'm just like, come on guys, come on, movie writers, movie directors, producers, you know, X, Y, and Z in the film industry. Let's get some INFPs. And then when you like try to look for INFP shows, it's like a show of a manic pixie girl. I'm just like, oh my goodness. No. Please. Just, I want to see my personality on TV for once. Anyways. I just went on a tangent and started talking about personality types and how I feel misrepresented and underrepresented in television and silver screen and on the silver screen. But anyways, I think my next favorite movie after Pride and Prejudice will have to be like The Help, and I feel like that's such a weird movie to like, and I know some African Americans don't really like that movie, and I get it, like, oh my gosh, white savior complex, but I just really like it. It's such, yeah, I really like it, despite it being so dramatic and painful in general. I really like it, because I like that the villain got what she was meant to get, like that chocolate pie. You never know what's in your chocolate pie. So I like a little, I like revenge every now and then. I think I'm not a good person, so I like revenge in my shows. Yeah. And I always, when I watch that movie, I always think of the girls who are like, oh my gosh, I was born in the wrong time. Like, excuse me. What time do you wish you were born in? Like, let's have a chat for a second. Like, what timeline do you wish you were born in? Because if you're black and you're saying, I wish I was born in this timeline, you would have been a maid earning very wife. I mean, having a husband was like your claim to fame. And if you didn't have a husband, you were treated not that great. Right now, if you don't have a husband, it's like, yeah, okay, but you should probably try to get married, but then you will find your people, and you'll get on the internet and you'll find your people. So many women who aren't married, you can go out in public, you can literally live your best life today without being married, and it's fantastic. But you couldn't do that back then, even if, yeah, as a white person. Right now, as a white girl, you're living your best life unmarried. So, anyway, I just always think about people who are like, oh, I wish I was born in a different life. Like, you really don't. I don't think there's a time period where women actually lived wonderful lives, which is so unfortunate. Even during like the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, women were not having a good time. Like, it was so painful. Like, when you read up on how women lived throughout history, it's horrible. I think of Henry VIII, who was killing his wives. Every second wife he was killing them, and he got away with that. And that was like pre-colonial times. There was a time in history where women were having a good time. Right now, women are having a good time. We've still got a lot of problems, unfortunately, but we're having a much better time than our ancestors, and I'm extremely grateful to be born in this generation. Yeah, like this time period, the 21st century. Actually, I was born in the 20th century, and I'm living through the 21st century. So, great. It's a great time to be alive. I mean, the cost of living is insane. The planet is dying. So I guess I would have wanted to be a woman. It's like, would you have wanted to be a woman in the 1200s and have pure clean air? Or be a woman born in the late 90s, early 2000s, and watch your planet fall apart? Breathe in toxic air, watch trees get cut down, see forests burn. This ASMR is supposed to be calming. I'm not going to talk about the state of the planet. But like, it's a nice hypothetical question. Maybe not hypothetical, maybe it's a question you can't answer. But would you rather be born in the 1200s with clean air, the planet in its prime, but you're a woman, or be a woman today's sleeping with the 12-year-old children. Goodness gracious, not that. But like, imagine, guys, women to women. I hope it's women watching this. I really do. It's like a lot of pink on my YouTube page, but like, imagine living in like today's age, because I love nature. We live in a little commune, okay? We wear a lot of white linen, okay? We sew, we farm, and it is just us women, unmarried, unchildren, women just living in the middle of nowhere on a massive piece of land with lots of trees, a river flowing through it, or a lake on the land, and we have horses. Oh my gosh. And we've got a beautiful vegetable garden that will feed all of us. Guys. And we all do something, okay? I feel like I will be the sewer because I like to sew, even though, yeah, I think I'll do the sewing and making of clothes, as well as the cooking and baking, because I love cooking and I love baking, so that could be like my role in our community. And everyone comes, women who desperately just want to get out of the city and just want to live in nature as the world crumbles around us. And we just live in harmony and we have a good time. I feel like that would be nice. That would be so nice. And then we'd be labeled a cult. And I'll be put in prison for starting a cult, even though I'm not sleeping with anyone. Anyways, my next favorite movie. My next favorite movie. I don't even remember what I said. Oh, I said my favorite movie was. I said Pride and Prejudice. Oh, I said Hope. And then my other favorite movie is Monte Carlo. Selena Gomez. I love Monte Carlo. I don't know what it is. It's just, it makes me feel good. And weirdly enough, it didn't make me want to go to Monte Carlo. I've watched some movies that have made me want to go to that city, but Monte Carlo didn't make me want to go to Monte Carlo. It just made me feel good. And I think that's why I like it. It didn't make me yearn for anything. And I like movies that don't make me want anything, which sounds weird, but I feel like when a movie makes me want something, I end up being sad at the end of the movie, and then I can't watch it again. So like Pride and Prejudice, the only thing I wanted from Pride and Prejudice was, I guess, love. But it didn't make me sad, the kind of wanting that arised from Pride and Prejudice. And then you've got The Help. Did not want anything there from The Help at all. Like, nothing. And then there's Monte Carlo, where it's just like, I didn't want anything after watching that movie. I just enjoyed it because it was a good, feel-good movie. And I can watch that movie over and over and over and over again. And yeah, so that's basically I have, what is it? Low standards for movies. That's why some superhero movies, I can't watch them over and over again because I really want to be a superhero at the end of a superhero movie. Like when I watch Marvel, when I watch like DC movies, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want to have superpowers and I want to be the strongest superhuman. I